Good morning, everybody. It's December 7th, 2024, and
Morning.
today's subject is going to be maps. Hmm. An Englishman, a Scot, and an Irishman were without tickets to the open ceremonies of the Summer Olympics, but hoped to be able to talk their way into the gate. Security was very tight, however, and each of their attempts was met with a stern refusal. While wandering around the outside of the stadium, the Englishman came upon a construction site, which gave him an idea. He grabbed a length of scaffolding. He presented himself to the gate and said, "Johnson, pole vault." And
Oh,
he got admitted. A Scotsman, overhearing this and observing the Englishman, presented himself to the gate with a sledgehammer. He said, "McTavish, hammer." And he was admitted. Yeah, the Irishman not knowing what to do, combed the site for an hour and finally gave up. When he just about to give up, when he spotted his ticket in, seizing a roll of barbed wire, he presented himself to the gate and announced, "O'Sullivan, fencing."
oh my God. That's a good one.
Good.
All
Like
right.
and clean.
How many of us are Irish? I've been picking on
No.
the Irish a lot. Okay.
Hear from this producer how to get next on Smart Farm, which is a mitigation pro. Marketing and smart travel is very,
I'm
very
going to mute everybody.
you gotta look at the genetic stuff. You gotta look at
We go. Last week we were on calendar, so I'm going to start out with a tip on the calendar. It's how to create a reminder. And some of you were asking, how do I get a reminder to take my pills each day? And there's a way to do that using the calendar app. Okay, now I'm going to switch my screen over and I'll give you an idea of how to do that. If you wonder what everybody's doing, whenever they're doing these presentations, I have two screens and I have one that I'm able to set up and see all of you, and the other is the one I'm sharing with you. So that's what I'm getting set up. Okay, if you go to, and I'm going to do it and then we'll go back and do it together, okay? I'm going to open the calendar app. I'm going to open it on my phone here. Tap the plus sign in the upper right-hand corner there, right? And you see at the top it says event or reminder. If you tap reminder, and then tap the date at the bottom, it comes up with a calendar and you pick a date. Let's say tomorrow, right? And I scroll down a little bit and I tap time And let's make it at 8 a.m. And it says repeat. I want to repeat this daily. So far, so good. And scroll back up and I'll just say take pills. And then tap add. Now that particular event is now on my calendar every day for the next 100,000 for as many days as you got going at 8 a.m. And it will give me a reminder to do that. Now I'm going to go back and do it with you all, and I'll do the same routine, okay? I'm going to tap the plus sign at the top, and I'm going to type in the name I want. I'll just say take, and I'll say take pills 2. You tap reminder, and then you tap the date you want it to start or be reminded on. And I said tomorrow, the 8th. I want it to be at a time. I'm going to make this one at 9 o'clock. So I got to take pills at 9. And then I'll tap repeat and I'll say daily for that as well. And I tap add. So that has been added to my calendar and reminders.
Where did you first go to get oh, you went to the calendar, right?
I was in the calendar app. Yeah.
Oh, okay, fine.
And again, I'm using the Apple Calendar program.
So if you wanted to wake up every morning at a certain time, you could put this in your clock. Your what do you call this thing? You can put it in, and it will wake you up every morning at that time, forever.
I've done that, but I do that with the clock. I don't do it with. I do an alarm. This just gives you a reminder. I like to get an alarm in the morning.
Oh, I see. This will not make any noise.
It will if you have reminders set to it, but it will just do a bing or whatever you have for notifications. Okay.
Right.
Now the question I had last night is I put these things on there and I said, how do I get them off? I've got taking pills. If I look at my calendar now and I go, look, I'm taking pills in May of 2025. I take pills twice a day there. So it's on my calendar forever. So the problem is me getting it off of there. Let me go back to where I put it on. So I put it on in December 8th, right? How to remove a reminder, right? In our case, go to the first one, tap on calendar. At the bottom of the screen, tap on calendars. Whoa. Scroll down to where it says scheduled reminders. And I'm going to turn that off. And let's see if it's gone. Well, it is gone. I want to go see if it's in my reminders list as well, because what happens is it also puts it in your reminders. So I'm going to go to reminders. And I still have take pills there, right? So it doesn't show up on my calendar any longer, but it says take pills there. I'm going to get rid of it. I hope it doesn't do what I think it's going to do. Oh, don't do it the way I did it. I now have reminders on every day from now until the end of time.
What about the upper right-hand circle with the dots? Is there something in there that you can click on?
Well, wait a minute, just a minute.
Oh, there's a delete.
There it is. If you tap, as Ann suggested, the little circle with dots,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I got to select one. Little circle with dots, and how do I just have that? Select reminder.
Do you click on one of them? Yeah. And then try.
Come on, I had it.
Hmm.
Well, I deleted the whole list. Let me do one of these. Did have delete this one and future ones. I'm going to go back through the whole exercise again. I'm in the
Yeah.
calendar. I tap the plus sign. I say pills, right? Tap reminder, tap today. We'll start tomorrow. Go down to time and I'll say 9 o'clock. And I'll go down to repeat and say daily and add. Now, if I choose the first one on the calendar, it will delete them all from the calendar, but remain in reminders. So I choose it, and it says at the bottom, delete reminder, and delete all future reminders.
What about delete this one only?
That would only delete the one on this day, and you'd still have the ones,
Okay.
all the rest of them.
Well,
Then
when
we're
did
going
you
to,
add the circle with the little dots in it? When did you do that?
in this case, I didn't do that. Okay, let me do it again. The plus sign, reminders. Well, we're going to be good at this by the time we're done.
Yeah, that's okay.
Tap the date. We're going to say tomorrow. We're going to say the time, 9, and repeat daily and add. Okay.
Hold on. You went
So the case
through that
in the,
step very quickly. Where was the add? You hit the daily and then you sort of
up at
whipped
the
through.
top right.
Oh, the plus sign.
No, the
After
plus
you
sign
hit,
is what you start with.
yeah, but
right?
after you hit daily, did it say plus on top? You whipped
Yes, it
through that
does. No, it says add.
add. Okay. Sorry, I didn't get my eyeballs up there fast enough. Okay.
Okay. So now I'm going to remove it from here by selecting the first one. And at the bottom, after I've selected, it says delete reminder. I'm going to delete it. And it says either delete this reminder only or delete all future ones. Right? So I'm going to delete all future ones. And now they're all gone through time. Now I'm going to go to reminders, and I'll probably have a couple in there now. Ooh, wait a minute.
Should be in the recently deleted.
No, I just added two, and it's not there. So it didn't end up in reminders, and that's interesting. Mine
But
did
you,
not end up in my list. Does anybody have it in their list?
but you just deleted them.
I deleted them from my calendars, not the reminder list.
Oh,
And
I thought you deleted it from the reminders list.
before I just added two more, yeah. I don't have a reminders list, and that's why it didn't do it, I bet.
Okay.
if you clicked on the recently deleted, would it show what you recently deleted?
Let me look at that.
It may be there. It's
Yep,
like sent. There you go. There they are.
that's interesting. They all were put in and then taken out. That's interesting.
But you didn't do as many as you've got there. Look at it, looks repetitive.
I know, no, I did all those either
Oh,
today
okay.
or yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Let me do that all again. I want to see something. Add. Everybody's going to be good at this. I hope.
It's okay.
Add a reminder. I'm going to type in pills. I'm in the calendar now, in the calendar app. When I tapped the plus sign at the top, I had event or reminder, and I want to do a reminder. I'm going to put sleep up there this time. I'm going to remember to go to sleep. starting tomorrow. And let's do that at 11 p.m. And I'm going to repeat it daily. And here's where I click add.
Up at the top. Okay. Yeah.
So now it says go to sleep every day. Starting
Where it,
tomorrow.
your screen is so small, I don't see it. The different colors. Is it a
It's
yellow?
right here
Is
where
it a-
it's right here where my mouse is
Oh.
pointing.
Oh, okay.
And then it's here and it's here and it's here and it's here.
Okay.
Now I'm going to go to reminders. I want to see what's in my reminders list. And there's nothing there. That's interesting. You know, it went on to the reminders list because I had a reminders list in my
But
in
if
my
you delete
reminders.
it, if you
in my,
deleted it, it would show up in the recently deleted. It looks
I
like.
know, but it's not showing up here in any kind of list.
Yeah.
And the reason is I don't have one called reminders in the reminders app. All right, so I'm going to go back now and delete it. I go back to the calendar, select the first one, and it says at the bottom, delete reminder.
What was the difference between events and reminder? How would that?
Event would be an event would be like iPad class.
I know, but why would it be? I mean, it's a reminder too.
Reminder, it operates differently. It gives you a notification.
And not an event? Event wouldn't be reminded?
Event would do the same thing. Yeah. It just operates a little differently.
Okay.
Delete reminder. I think they're saying a reminder is just something you got to remember to do versus go to something.
So our Christmas party on Tuesday,
Yeah,
I mean, one
that
can
would-
put it in as a reminder, a one-time event, one-time happening.
I wouldn't
Same,
put that as a reminder, would you?
well, if it's a one-time thing.
No, I put that in as an event.
Oh, no, I understand, but okay. What are the different colors on the screen? There were blue and yellow and pink.
On mine,
Yeah, when you had the monthly calendar, there you had three. Look
yeah,
at,
the yellow ones are my wife's. The blue ones are
Oh.
mine. The
okay.
pinks are
and so without your wife on there, you would have only two colors. You'd have the reminder and you would have events, each a
Correct.
different color. Okay.
Now you could have you couldn't send any one of these a different color. There's the default color. If I add an event, my class, and I just make it
Did you choose the colors?
down here where it says calendar,
Yeah.
you can tap that and you can pick a different color if you like. And it's going to show up at different places.
So in theory, since you teach at different locations, you can make a color for each location that would just visually help
I could
you.
do something like that, yes.
Yeah, okay.
I have something interesting. Christmas
ahead.
and New Year's, they don't have me taking my vitamins.
I don't have what?
My reminder isn't on for my vitamins on Christmas and New Year's.
It didn't show up on Christmas and New Year's?
No, it's got them on all my other things, but Christmas and New Year's, no.
Must be a
That's it.
holiday. Hiatus.
Yeah, you don't,
You know,
you don't need to
maybe
take
it's
them out.
because I have so many other things on it. There's no
It
room.
could be, you have to get a drop down.
Yeah, that might be it. Well, because it
If you
says like
click,
3 more,
if you
4
click the
more.
date,
Yeah,
if you click the date, and if we go to the 16th here,
yeah, it's got it down if I push that and more.
okay, you
Okay,
got too many
all
things
right.
going on that day then.
Yeah, I just thought that,
They're
the
suggesting you
holidays,
take a
forget it.
holiday. You take a holiday, a hiatus of pill taking that day.
No, no, it didn't.
Yeah, I thought, well, you don't have to take your vitamins or pills, nothing.
All right. So now we know how to do a reminder
Yes.
and how to remove it. Well, let me remove that one to go to sleep.
How do you remove just one though? Like
Oh, I'll show you that too.
I've
Wow.
got duplicates and the one won't go without the other.
If you select any one of them,
I did, okay.
and there's sleep. Oh, it's doing something different to me now. I choose the first one, and the first one I can remove, and I can say delete, and delete this reminder only. So it just deleted that one.
Now,
We select the next
go? I'm
one.
sorry.
And delete this one or all future reminders.
Where
Now,
did you
I
delete
believe
that?
if you make a whole, like if I go out here to next on the 22nd, and I
Mhm.
delete just that one, and then I go back up here to the 15th and I delete that one and all future ones, I think it will only do future ones up until the 21st.
Oh, I see, okay.
Let me try that. I'll choose that one. Whoops. Chose the one on the 29th. And why do I do this? Oh, can I get rid of just that one? Yeah, I can't get rid of just one. Huh?
Oh, they just say both, they all go.
Either the first one or all of them, but in the middle of it to delete one, it looks like you can't.
Well, I wasn't able to. There it is. Yeah, and I delete that one. And I'll just delete this one, right? So now if I delete the one on the 20, whoa, what did I delete?
22nd. No, you didn't. It's still there.
It's still there.
I
I'm going to delete them all here. I can figure out how to do it.
That's weird.
There's the one on the 15th. And delete reminder. I'm going to go back and try that again. If I go to the one on the 22nd,
I just deleted one.
okay, I've just deleted the one on the 22nd. No, it didn't. It won't let you do that, huh?
What I did though is I started on the day I put it in, the 7th.
Right.
Yeah.
What is the big difference between event and reminder?
Something you're doing. Yeah.
Let's see. An event is something you're doing. I'm going shopping, or the club meeting, or my class. They're all events. You could say a reminder is to go to the class or get online, but a reminder by definition is something you don't want to forget versus a calendar event. I think you're making that more complicated than you have to.
Yeah.
Okay. Apple Maps. Any other questions on that today?
No, we just have to use it and practice it.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, if you have something you have to do frequently and you want to be reminded about it,
Like this
That's-
class.
that's one place to do it.
Yeah.
Many of the things, I teach Windows, and there's, well, 4 or 5 different ways to do something on Windows. And people always ask me, why are there so many ways to do it? Oh, because they come up with a better way, they think, and they don't want to get rid of the old way because people will complain. So they keep both of them. And that's what's going on with reminders here, right? Oh, somebody got the bright idea. We can add reminders to the calendar when you already have a reminders
Yeah.
that sends you notifications. Well, here it goes on your calendar too. That's the big difference. All right, maps. I'd like everybody just to open the Maps app.
Okay.
I can find it. Oh, there it was. It's the one with the looks like an arrow pointing upwards on it.
Can you point it out? I mean,
I'll point it out on my iPad there in a minute.
okay.
It almost looks like an A.
Oh, where is it on my? It's
Second
right
row.
here. It's one that looks like
Oh.
this.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
What happened to the maps on this one? I need that. Come on.
Try closing it and reopening.
Mean like that?
There
Yeah,
it is,
yeah.
upper left. Second row from the top.
There we go. Thank you.
How did you get it so it shows a different kind of map than I have?
I'm going to show you that in a minute.
Okay, thank you.
Trying to make them both the same here.
Your blue spot has this sort of a spray of light, which I don't have. Don't know.
I know,
Okay,
and I'll talk about that in a minute.
okay.
That's where my car is. My car is in that direction. That spray of light,
Oh, it's a direction, yeah.
it's the direction I go to find my car. All right. First thing you see is the blue dot there. If you tap the blue dot, it should come up and tell you that you're where you are. Gives you some information about that. In this case, it's my home and actually gives me my address and things like that. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's
Mine,
number one.
mine is not correct. It gives me the address of something around the corner.
Okay. What's the address associated with your name?
It's what 1626 Third Avenue.
Right. Is that the address it's coming up with?
No, it's coming up with 173 East 91st Street.
With a blue dot.
Yes.
And if I go to Kathleen, if I go to your name, what's the address on your name in your iPad or iPhone?
Um, where do, what do you mean go to my name?
Would that be in the contact list?
Are you no?
No.
Are you in your iPhone or iPad?
iPhone.
Okay. If you go to contacts and find your name, not the one at the top of the list, not the one that's well, you could go to the one which has there's a card at the top, and what's the address associated there?
Okay, I'm still looking for.
If you're in contacts, your name should appear at the top of the list.
Okay.
Yes?
I'm finding contacts. Actually, no.
Say again?
No, it doesn't. The name has up there, but it's not. The space is up there for my name, but there's no name in there. So I need to put a name in there.
Yeah, yep. Let's not do that now. Yes, sir.
Cheryl, in my
I'm
contacts, I
sorry,
have,
Cheryl.
that's okay.
Go-
In my contacts, I have my correct address and everything, but on the map thing, where it says my location details, it has the wrong town and the wrong zip code. But I can't find anywhere where I can change it there.
Okay, sure. What's the name at the top?
Oh, where are you, in contacts or map?
Contacts.
Oh, I have to back to contacts, I'm in map.
Okay. There should be a name there at the top of the contacts list.
Yes, there's my name.
Okay. Just
My
tap on
picture.
that for starters. Tap
Where
on
my
that.
Where my picture is?
Yep. Tap on that. And then scroll down. What's the address there?
It's my correct address.
Okay. Now, the other place, I'm not sure where it's getting it from, so that's why I'm going
Yeah.
through this. Go to your go to the E's in contact and see what's in there. Is your name in there? Mine's in C's. So I go to
Mine's
my
in-
C's.
Mine's in the E's.
Okay, I hope so.
Yeah,
And is there one there that says me?
no.
Which one is, which one do you use Siri and
Yeah,
do you have,
I see it little bitty, very faint across the way from
right,
Cheryl,
tap,
and it says me.
tap that one.
Okay.
And
Aha, big picture,
what address is associated with that one?
my correct address.
Okay, so let's go back to maps.
Okay, hang on.
The person in New York might need to do the same thing. If
Yeah,
it's,
go to maps,
Yes,
Kathleen.
can you hear me? I'm in maps.
And you see the little arrow that I'm circling on my iPhone?
Yes,
Tap that.
nothing happened really.
Well, it should take you to the right address.
Oh,
Well, it has home and it says add, work, and something else.
mine just moved the map a little bit.
Now
It
it
has
should move it to
recent-
where you are. See
Okay.
where I am here?
Yeah,
Yeah, mine's like that.
mine's were correct there.
Mhm.
It is.
Yeah,
That's all I want. The blue dot
okay.
When
should be
I'm
where
back,
you are.
when I'm in my contacts, how do I get my name up on the top of the contacts?
No, I don't. Oh, let's see.
Bill, I just hit that little dot and my wrong address came up.
And the wrong address came up.
Yep. Wrong city and wrong zip.
And so is that the one back here?
Back where? I hit the
Florida.
little. No. It's a town next to where I live.
Why that address?
I don't
Wow.
know. There's a little arrow by it. I'm gonna hit it and see what it says. Cannot provide direction from that location. Well, yeah, because there is no location. That doesn't exist. I'll fiddle around with it. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
How do you change the my location address to the correct address?
Oh, good. That's what Cheryl's asking too.
I am in my contacts and the information is there, but there's nothing. There's not me at the
Oh,
top.
does it say me beside your name?
You remove.
I don't have my name at the top. You mean when I get down to my name in the list?
Did you press and get removed?
Why don't you have your name at the top?
That's my question.
If it just has a blank thing up there.
Yes.
Tap it. What do you get when you tap it?
Correct.
Okay, hold on. I once again lost my contacts. Oh.
Bill, is it possible that location isn't turned on for them?
It is. And I'll get to that. Thank you. Who was that? Who made that suggestion?
Pam Marble.
Thank you,
I'm
Pam.
incognito.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know what is different. I have my name on it up there like you. I didn't have the first one.
Oh, good. Let's go to, if everybody, I want to make sure we all have location services turned on so that, for example, Maps knows where you are. And if you go to settings and privacy, you have to find privacy there. Privacy and security in settings.
Uh-huh.
And it says location services. And if you tap the arrow on location services, it should say location services is on. There's a little green dot there.
Mine's on.
Settings, privacy and security, location services. And is that turned on? Is it green?
Yes, it is.
And then scroll down. Here's, okay, a little intro to this particular section is important. Apple does a really good job of trying to have you control over your privacy. And so they say, we have this feature where this phone or this iPad knows where it is because it's capturing that information from the satellites. So it knows where it is all the time. Do you want to allow that information to be shared with other things? And in this case, it's other applications. So when I have location services turned on, it's gathering the information. It knows where it is. Is it going to provide that information with anything else? And here's the list on, if you look at my iPad or my iPhone right now, here's the list of things that would like to have it. And if you go down to maps, sure you have it on for maps. So if you scroll clear down to maps,
Mine says while using maps.
that's perfect. Have it on while using.
Me too.
Okay. So that takes care of location services. Cheryl, your phone just doesn't know where it is.
I guess not. I don't know how they came up with it, but they did. Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right. Now I'm going to go back to maps. And I have my little dot there. Now you can reposition the map by just putting your finger on it and moving it around. Right? You can make it bigger and smaller by pinching or pushing the fingers apart or together. If I squeeze them together long enough, I'll get a picture of the globe. When you separate them, when you put your fingers on the screen, put them together near the dot and you expand out. Okay? So you can zero right into what you are, where you are. If you're somewhere else and you tap the little arrow up here, it should take you back to where the dot is located. Okay. All right. Makes sense so far?
Yes.
I'm still trying to, how do I change the correct address, or are you getting to that?
I don't know.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know why you have the wrong address. And stay on after class and I'll see if I can help you with that.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
All right, fine, thank you.
So we zoom out or in by squeezing our fingers together or separating them. If you want to go to a particular address, there's a search bar on your screen. And if you tap the search bar, you can say, gee, I want to go to, and you can put somebody's address in. I'm going to go to 531 Main Street, Berlin, PA, which is where I grew up, right? 531 And there it is. And if I tap that, it takes me exactly to that location.
And if you hit directions,
And if I hit, no, let's not go there yet.
well,
Okay.
16 hours worth of driving.
If I hit the little car there, it will ask me to go right there. It will give me directions to get there. Okay. And if I hit the arrow, it takes me back to where my blue dot is. If you want to go, if I want to go to if you tap the search bar, right? If I tap the search bar, it pops up. And it gives you a bunch of things. It says fast food, coffee shop, restaurants, and they're going to try to give you that information around you. So if I tapped gas stations, it shows me where the gas stations are relative to where I am.
Hmm.
Where
So if
are
I
you
can't,
getting where does the library come up? I mean, where are you getting the top thing? How do you find what category you're looking for?
it's right here. It says find nearby.
I must be in the wrong place.
Kathleen, you are using the Apple Maps program, or are you using Google Maps?
I don't know.
Okay.
When I tap maps, how do I know where I'm using it? What program I'm using?
By the
Well,
look of the icon.
look at my screen.
Uh-huh.
See this one?
Yes, that's what I'm using.
That's the one you're using? Okay. All right. So this is a way I could find out where the coffee shops are.
Can you put a category in like libraries nearby?
Well, why don't we try that? See what happens. Just type in library, Library. And there it lists all the bookstores and libraries. Huh.
Oh, look at that.
Coffee, Fruitville,
Yep.
Friends of Selby, right? Osprey Library.
Yeah. Okay. So you can do this instead of going to Google.
Exactly. If you hard press on the blue dot that's there, it comes up and tells you the address it's on.
Oh,
And if you double tap, it will zoom in one step at a time.
so if you're at some location and you didn't know the address and you want to know the address, then just pressing on it will bring up that address, correct?
Or a close by address at least.
Okay.
Now on my iPad and iPhone, let me start the app again.
What happened when you double clicked? I stopped listening. I was writing notes.
It zooms in.
Oh, thank you. But you can do that by spreading your fingers too.
That's correct. Or separate, bringing them together. Oh no, yeah, spreading
No,
your fingers.
Spreading, yeah. Okay.
Mm. On my iPhone and iPad, and now I see three little things here at the top. See them up here
Yeah.
and here. If you tap that, you can choose which you would like to, if you want to see satellite view
Oh,
or transit view or driving. If you're driving, it would give you the roads that are having difficulties, right? Where things are slowing down, for example. For Kathleen, hopefully the transit view is going to help her. So if I tap transit, it should give me some options for which kind. And we'll get to that in a minute. But if I tap satellite view, it actually shows you a satellite view of your home, my home. That's what the people see in from a satellite. And this is the ones that the government or the military doesn't have. Can you imagine what the one the government does have looks like? My next door neighbor's car is parked in the yard in his driveway right here. Now, this is not the current view. Okay. So you can't be a spy here.
so Bill, I had to get to the downtown last night at 4 o'clock in the middle of rush hour, which was very frustrating. If I were to hit the transit, would that act like a Waze? I just hit it and it sort of disappeared. Could I, on my phone, drive and it would move with me and show me where the red areas are?
Yes, exactly.
And it's present time versus the satellite photo
That's correct.
so it acts like the Waze app. Okay,
It acts like the Waze.
okay.
Looks like there's no holdups right now.
Yeah, I thought it wasn't working when there was no red or no or yellow or anything. I find
Yeah.
that hard to believe on I-75. Well, there's a bit on Fruitville just west of
Is there?
I-75. Yeah, it's a bit yellow there. Be rich.
Yeah, there is. So far, so good, everybody?
Yes.
Oh, I can't find satellite view on mine, or not satellite view, but the view like you have.
Tap, tap the upper right there.
Oh, wait a minute. Which part?
And it should say satellite, driving, explore, and transit.
Oh, I'm not seeing. I have the three things in the upper right. Which one do I tap?
What do you have up in the upper right?
It looks like a bus and it looks like
Yeah.
Okay, I tapped a bus.
Tap the bus. It's in transit view. Tap the bus and
Okay.
change it
Oh,
to
that's why.
satellite. And change it to satellite.
Okay. That worked. Thank you.
Okay.
They still have me at the wrong place.
Okay.
Yes.
You can search for an address.
What would Explorer be used for?
What?
One of the choices is Explore.
Oh, have you tried it? What's it
I'm
do?
hitting it. I don't see much difference. I don't see any difference.
I don't either. There must be
Okay.
a difference between Explore. Well, no, Explore gives you just a map view.
Okay.
Versus satellite. So it's a stagnant map, if you will.
Well, when it says transit, would that not be not you driving, but buses and
Yes,
subways and stuff? So
it
really,
should be.
unless you use it for the bus system down here, but otherwise driving would be the one that shows where there's problems on the road.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Now, you can view recent searches. You can see them there on my device.
Mm.
Bill, where do I find recent searches?
Are you on an iPhone or an iPad?
iPhone
On your iPhone at the bottom, it says search.
says search
Oh,
here.
it says search maps.
I'm in maps, so it says search here.
Here or maps?
Well, actually it doesn't say anything. I'm in post offices, and so it's just telling me where post offices are.
uh,
So it doesn't say search maps. How do I get to that?
you tap somewhere else. Oh, I don't know how you got to where you are.
I'm in maps.
Okay. I suggest you go back to your home screen. So I'm on my home screen now. I put my finger at the bottom of the screen. I sweep up to see the apps that are active. And there's maps on top.
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to terminate maps. I'm going to sweep it out of the way and start over again.
Wait,
Open maps.
open maps. Okay. It took
Okay,
me
now
to the same place that I was.
it should say search maps there, right
Well,
here.
okay, mine says post offices. So do I get rid of that?
Yeah.
Okay, now it says search maps.
Okay.
Thank
If you
you.
scroll down, where was
I've got the
there's
word recents
there
under
it
the
said,
word.
excuse me, hold it.
Sorry.
It says recents down here.
Yes.
Those are the places you recently searched for.
Right.
Now, it may not be anything there since we terminated the app, but okay. And
Yes, and yes, they are all there, even though I terminated the app.
okay, good. All right. So
Thank
far,
you.
so good.
Yes.
One of the
Bill?
things
Bill,
yeah,
how
go
do you,
ahead.
how do you get out of that satellite view and all this stuff you're looking at on the iPad? I can want to go back to what the normal screen
Yeah,
is.
tap up here at the top,
I'm on my iPad.
tap up here at the top.
I don't have those three bars.
What do you have up there at the top right?
It looks like a world map or something. And then there's the
Tap it,
arrow.
tap it.
Okay. Then I get a choose map.
Choose the Explore or Satellite, either one.
Explore. Thank you.
Bill, what is odd about this is the picture is old, but the labels are new. In other words, they now have the streets painted in red and green, and the street here is just plain asphalt, but they have the correct names for the stores, some of which have
Yep.
just come in the last 6 months.
What's happening is the satellite image taken every 2 or 3 years.
Okay,
If a particular storefront changes, they'll keep that information up to date.
okay.
What won't be up to date is if you're building new roads, the new road won't be there. But there might be a Starbucks there that wasn't there before, and there's no road, for
Okay,
example.
okay, well, that explains that, thank you.
One of the things that's really cool, you can share your location. If you bring up that bar and scroll to the bottom, it says share my location, right? Or mark my location, right? And if you scroll up to the bottom, you can say share my location. And I'm going to, Anne, are you with
Yes.
me? Ann?
Uh-huh.
Tap. Are you where it says share my location?
I am.
Tap that, and
Okay.
you're going to, and I want you to tap mail, and then tap my name at the top. I'm going to do your name. Okay. And then send it to me. The cool thing about this one is if you're going to meet somebody and they're saying, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? You can tap share my location. And Ann, did you send it?
I did. Did you get it?
I don't know yet. I hope so. Yeah, there it is. And here I have Ann's location. If I just tap it, there's where Ann is on the map.
Fantastic.
Okay. So you can say, pick me up here.
Yeah, that's a great thing to
Isn't
do.
that a great one? All
Yeah.
right. There's another one. I'm going to go back to maps here. Let's see if I can go back to my own location. All right. And I'm going to scroll in. I'm going to keep drawing in till I get to Tampa. And then I'm going to bring it out on Tampa. And I'm going to go to the Tampa airport. You can see the Tampa airport there.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
As I zero in, and if I zero in on the actual buildings, it actually shows me where the various they're not called kiosks, let's call it the various restaurants, etc., are in the terminal building. And I know that I can get a Starbucks in the terminal building. Or I can get a candy bar, Hard Rock Cafe, Wendy's, Mexican Eats, right where you get off to pick up your particular, what do they call it, tram there? Okay.
Could you do that with each shopping center or big mall so that,
Well, let's see if it is at the mall. Let's go back to scroll out and then scroll back in down here at Sarasota. Let's see if it's in the mall. I don't know, but let's go up to where's University? University. Yes. Some of them, not all of them are listed there.
because it's 2 floors.
Oh, no, they're all there. You just have to scroll in enough. Okay, so there's the mall.
If you hit
And
number 1, would it show the second floor?
it should show this, yes, and then you hit 2, and that's the second floor.
Yeah. Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
That's useful. So you can drive and park closest to where the stores are that you're interested in instead of
Exactly.
instead of
Exactly.
having to walk the whole thing.
You know what we didn't cover, and I better. I want to. I want to use the. Go back to my location, and I want to go somewhere. I didn't show you how to use it for GPS to tell me how to get there, did I?
No.
Okay. Got to get the search bar back here. There it is. Let's say I want to go to Rosebud's restaurant. And there's Rosebud's Steak and Seafood House, 6.8 miles. How do I get there? I tap the word directions. Now I'm sitting in my car. It gives me 3 different routes to get there. One, get on the interstate. One, take on, those 2 different routes. I can expand it. And let's say I want to take the one on Honore, so I tap that one. And then I say, oh, let me try that again. And then I say, go. Did you hear that?
The little blip.
It tells me how to get there. Okay. Now, if Cheryl and Ralph had done that and said Buzzbuds in Sarasota, Florida, it would be giving me directions on how to get to there from your place, right?
Yeah,
And now
we'd like to go tonight.
we had a great meal there on Wednesday, so it's good. All right. It tells you how to get there.
Bill, if one wanted to go to Tampa Airport or St. Pete's, let's say, without toll roads,
Now,
is there?
I'll cover that next.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks for asking. The question was, how can I use the app if I don't want to go on a toll road? In other words, I don't want to go over the bridge.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens when I do this. If we go to settings,
Oh,
it's a setting that you have to change for maps.
Okay.
So I go to settings, I scroll down to where it says apps, I tap apps, and then I pull down the screen and I'm going to search for maps. And search. And I want to use not the Google Maps, but Apple Maps. Okay.
Okay.
And I scroll down far enough. It says driving. And it says, you want to take toll roads, avoid toll roads? Yes, I want to avoid toll roads. Let's see how it gets me there. Now I'm going to go back. Well, I need to make sure I've set it. And I did that and went back to maps. Okay. I'll go to maps. Come on. Got rid of Rosebuds and we want to go to Tampa International Airport, Airport Terminal. Okay. It says 1 hour and 1 minute. I'm going to tap driving. And you see how it took me? It did not take me over the bridge. It gave me the alternate route over the bridge, but it showed me how to get there without avoiding tolls.
Can the Apple Maps icon thing be used in Canada and in Europe?
I believe so, yes.
In Europe as well? Okay.
I mean, they sell the phones there, so I would imagine they work hard to get that there.
I used to do three-week driving tours, and I had to buy a special a SIM card or whatever for the GPS that was Europe.
Right.
And then I used to use the Michelin Guide website to plot my route and without tolls. So you don't have to buy anything extra for this, hopefully, in Europe.
Everybody get the directions?
Yeah.
By the way, if you have your name in there, you can say, take me home.
Mm.
And it knows who you are, right? Siri knows who you are, and your address is in your contact. And you say, take me home, it will tell you how to get there.
But us snowbirds, we have two addresses. So take me home is.
It's going to ask you which address to use.
Oh, okay.
Which home do you want to go to?
Yeah.
Bill,
Okay.
where does it
Yes.
say take me home?
Pardon me?
Where does it say take me home?
Doesn't. You use Siri. Let's see what happens when I do it from here, because I'm 1 minute from there, right? Take me home.
Directions to home.
She just said, getting directions to home. It says arrived. En route. How about find my car?
Oh, yeah.
Find my car, right? Many of us have been to Disney, any one
Yeah.
of these places where they have a large parking lot. And where is your car?
Yeah.
Uh, First thing you have to do is we have to go back to settings and maps. And if you didn't exit maps, you still have it there. And if you scroll down to the bottom, it says show parked location. So if you go to settings and go to the app called Maps, Apple Maps, and you scroll to the bottom of the list in Apple Maps, it says show parked location.
I do not see that. Hang on, let's go back, make sure I'm in settings. Maps.
Okay. So you went to settings,
Yeah, I don't see it.
maps,
Yeah,
and scroll clear to the bottom.
yeah. Ride booking, allow photo providers to use your
But
phone.
you have to have Bluetooth on your car. You have to have your phone connected to your car, right? The Bluetooth. That's what it says.
Oh, then I don't use it. Okay.
Your parked
So if you
car will
don't,
be shown if your location can be determined when parking. A connection to your car's Bluetooth. And the reason they're saying that is if you're connected to your car, it knows when you're moving and when you're not.
okay.
So when you stop moving, it puts a coordinate in there. It says you've parked your car. And then I've parked mine. And so I go back to maps and I got to get the pin off there. Hold on. You see why are you putting a pin? Let me remove the pin. If you get a pin, there's a way to get rid of it.
What does
Otherwise,
what does it symbolize?
I pinned it. I held my finger there long enough to make a pin.
Mm.
See, there's one too. We're down here. I'll move it down to there. Okay. If you look at my blue dot there, oh, come on. I look at the blue dot. You see the fan that's coming out of it?
Yes.
That's the direction of my car. Okay. Now, I'm sitting here in my house and the car's right in the garage, so I don't have to go far. Right? In fact, it should say find my car somewhere on here.
Starting route to 7070 Fairway Bend Lane. Head north on Clydesdale Court Southwest. Then
Well,
take
who's going there?
Shire Street Southwest.
Find my car?
Sorry, but I don't see any saved parking locations.
Okay, it's not saved from the last time I did it. I've been playing with this. What that little thing will show you is what direction your car is, and you start walking that direction. Okay?
Do you need to have Bluetooth on in the car in order for that location device?
Well, no, you connected to your car's Bluetooth system when you were driving.
But I don't use Bluetooth, but
Well, that's what I'm saying. You have to use Bluetooth to make it work.
okay.
It's connected to the Bluetooth on your car,
Yeah.
and it, when it's moving, and then when the car stops moving, it says, "Oh, I'll mark this location."
So why is your car not in your house? It's in somebody else's.
No, no, don't worry. I'm too close. Okay. It works. I've been in Disney and I've had it get me back to the parking lot where I was.
A lot of times my iPad will come up and say, your iPad is at some address I was at about 2 days ago. It doesn't seem to be very accurate.
Well, that one's Find My.
Yeah,
It should tell you exactly where it is.
well, it doesn't.
Okay.
Yep.
We talked about sending your location to a friend. Switching to satellite view, we've talked about that, right? We hit the thing that looked like vertical bars there, and we say satellite view, and we can zero in on that. And tap this so it takes me home, and there's the satellite view. Oh, sometimes you may be, if you're traveling out west and you know you may be going out of the range of cellular network, you're in your car, so you can't get a cellular connection and you don't have Wi-Fi. How do you use maps? Well, you do it by downloading your map. And then you can use the map offline. You still have GPS because that's to the satellites, but you don't know if you don't have the map, it doesn't help you just to have the GPS. Okay. So the way in which you get a map, right? And I'm going to do it on my phone and then I'll do it with you. So most of the time, we're not going to have this problem, but once in a while, you may have to go to maps and say, download the map for a particular location. And it's probably 15 miles by 15 miles that it can download onto your device, and then you can use it at that time. So we're going to go to maps. And the bottom right of maps, it should be your profile picture, if you have one, or just an icon right beside the search maps. Go ahead and tap that. And there it says offline maps. So I'm going to tap that. And I want to download a new map. So I'm going to tap that. And let's say, I'm going to say New York. Right? Tap done. And I said New York, New York. I'll tap that. And you see it makes a little square around the one that, right? So if I get that the contents of that square, and I can adjust it, bigger or smaller, and I say download. Let's see how big that little guy is. See the little number there? There's a lot of data come. Oh, it's 1.9 gigabytes. Wow. So it's going to take a little while to download that thing.
How about if you put in my address?
We have to put in, it wants an area, not just one. You can try that and see what it does.
Okay, well,
But I've got 4 gigabytes, 3.25, 4 gigabytes of it right now.
It's calculating.
Still going? Slowed down a bit. Oh boy.
Oh,
You had a huge area there that encompasses more than just Manhattan, New York, or New York City.
I know.
Or you do.
7 gigabytes, 7 megabytes.
Mm, mm.
But I'm going to get the whole thing. Didn't mean to get something that big, but that's okay.
How come the picture that you have of your area is so clear?
I zoomed in on it. That's as far as I can zoom in.
Hmm. I can zoom in and mine is not clear.
Hmm. Okay. If I tap that one, it says pending. Oh, come on. I'm going to tap the one I have there for Sarasota. All right. And I tap done. I downloaded that last night. Okay. It can be on my Apple Watch as well. And only use offline maps. So now if I go to Sarasota, I'm looking at an offline map. See it? Outline?
Yep.
Okay.
Bill, I tried to download St. Simon's Island,
Yeah,
232 megabytes.
yeah,
And when it came up, um, it says you can resize. And
right.
it says underneath that, it says map updated 2 minutes ago, delete map. But
Okay. We don't want to delete it.
no, I mean, what do I do? Just press on the map that says resize?
Well, it'll allow, I don't know if you've downloaded it yet.
It says, well, that's what I did. I downloaded it. It says offline map downloaded. Your
Okay.
offline map of St. Simon's Island can now be used.
Yep. So go ahead. Use it. I have, I said use the offline map only. So if you're on a Wi-Fi network, it will go to the Wi-Fi, but if it doesn't, it would use your offline map.
Oh, well, it shows the picture of the island, but it doesn't, I can't get any streets or anything like that.
You can't zero in on it.
How do I do that?
Put your fingers on the map and stretch them apart.
No, it doesn't work.
Okay, so you're looking at you're just looking at a different place. Uh,
It says resize at the bottom of the map, but I can't.
so tap resize. See, resizing will say, I want to download a different portion.
Oh, wait. Yeah, when I hit that, I see St. Simon's Island.
Oh, there you go.
It says offline map, but it
Okay.
doesn't give me the names of the streets or anything.
So you should be able to zero in and get the name of the streets.
By using my fingers, but it doesn't work.
There's another way you have to tap it, and I'm not sure where it is, Ann.
Well, it says down at the bottom, it says download, but I
Ah,
thought I'd already downloaded it. Should I download again?
sure. How do you share the ETA? Let's say I'm going home. Let's say I'm going to
Ellington Mall.
where? Ellington.
Ellington Mall.
Okay, there's Ellington Mall, right? It says 30 minutes. And the mode of transportation is driving. I tap go. Okay. So I'm starting my route to the mall. And you see where it says share ETA at the bottom?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oops, I just knocked it away. Let me do that again. Oh, come on. Share ETA. And I just sent a message to Ann Ross that I'm sharing my ETA.
I see on my iPhone, it says Bill and Patty C's route to Ellington Premium Outlets.
Right. Is it the only one I'm going to get there?
It says driving time estimated at 12 hours and 6 minutes. Heck, no, it must be
No,
12
that's the
six,
that's
seven.
arrival time.
Must be a different Ellington Mall I chose.
Then so down below it says directions or contact Bill and Patty.
Okay.
It also gives me the directions as to how to get there.
I'm going to cover one now that I just was amazed with.
Excuse me, Bill.
Yes, go ahead, please.
Can you go over download maps again, please? When we follow you to do it, it's very helpful when you're not at home, when you're overseas.
Okay, and you want it down? The only
Yeah.
way, okay. Oh, let me kill that.
When Anne said it showed directions, would that be from her home to Ellington Mall, which is different
No,
from
no,
your?
that's my directions, I believe. I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's from your place with your picture on it to
Okay.
Ellington Mall.
Okay. Oh, come on. I want to stop this. And route. Okay. Okay. The way in which I got to um, getting an download a map. So if I'm not in a Wi-Fi or cellular network, or I choose not to use one, I can go here. And I would tap the icon on the search bar that's at the bottom. I would tap the icon that's there. Mine has my picture in it. And it says offline maps. Okay. And I've got two. I've got one for Sarasota and I've got one for New York. I'm going to download a new map. And let's get Paris this time. And I tap Paris, France. And I'm going to make it a little smaller this time so I don't get the whole world.
Do Versailles. That's smaller.
Pardon me?
Do Versailles to the left with its chateau.
No, I'm making
Okay.
the box smaller.
Okay.
And it says that's still 800
It's
megabytes.
still, that's why I'm suggesting you do just Versailles.
Now let's go right to the center there.
Okay.
Wow. Let's go to a different place. If I want to go out here,
Yeah.
says still, oh, never mind. And I say download. Okay. So it's downloading that map. And Diane, did you follow that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I I also did a search just now, and I put up a city, in another part of the world, and it was right there. The second option was just to download it. It was
Right.
really easy.
Oh, I didn't know that you could do it that way.
I didn't know either. That was so simple. I guess if you put in a whole city rather than an address, or
Okay.
that makes it real easy. Thank you.
It's putting it on my watch too. I'm gonna have to get it off my watch. Anyway, there's Paris, right? And I downloaded it. Pending. This map will automatically download to your Apple Watch, right?
And then if you resize to zoom in,
Oh, yeah, of course.
I mean, that map is useless, but the closer up. Are you using your fingers to zoom in?
I am, but I want to. Oh,
Because
just a
Anne's
minute.
fingers didn't work
I
on
want
her
to.
map.
I want to use the map I already have.
That flyover.
Oh, I'm going to get that in a minute. Don't go there yet.
No, I just
Offline maps. If I go to New York, how do I use it? Use only the offline map. Okay. I got to pull up my cheat sheet. Now that I've got it downloaded, how do I use it?
not showing up. It didn't name New York or Paris on your list. It showed Ellington.
No, just a minute.
I just searched for the city, Bill, and when it came up, the first thing was directions. It said directions, and then it said it checked offline, and then it had a more thing with more options. The directions work basically the same way. You put in my location, and you put in where you want to go. you put in you put in the location where you want to go, like you normally do.
I just type in Paris.
Yep, I've just did.
Once you've downloaded the
Ah, yes, there it is.
yeah.
And there's the section that I downloaded. And we can zero right in on it. Okay.
Thank you. That was great, Bill.
Good.
Very helpful.
How to take a flyover. Let me get out of here. I just typed in Paris, France. And there's this thing called flyover. See it right here?
Yep.
Now just look here for a minute and then do it yourself. But just for a minute, there's a couple of little tricks you can use. I'm going to tap flyover, and I'll tap pause tour at the bottom, and I can go to any place here in the city and zoom right in on it, and I mean zoom in. Okay,
Can you find Notre Dame?
yeah, right here, Champs-Élysées.
Yeah, the cathedral.
Yeah,
Oh, there's the Eiffel Tower just at the
right,
top.
but let me do a tour. And what it will do, it's doing a flyover tour. It'll zoom in on something and then name it at the bottom of the screen, I think. At least it did it for New York City. Is that going to say Eiffel Tower?
Yes.
Yeah, there it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
And it will continue doing this through the whole city. The Louvre. And it goes through the whole city this way. So fly over, and Kathleen, you ought to try New York. I was doing it with New York last night, and I said, wow. You could go to your street and zoom right in on it. There it is.
Wonder if that's. I wonder if that's the new one or before the fire.
Looks like after the fire. Looks like it's hard to tell. It is hard to tell.
Because it just opened up this
Right, this
weekend, I
weekend.
think. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it doesn't look burned down. It must be
No.
new.
And very few people in front of it in the courtyard. Well, that's fun. Grand Palais.
Okay,
Yep.
isn't that amazing?
Yeah, lots of fun.
You can pause it and go to wherever you want. So Eileen can go to her house and zoom right in on her home. I'm sorry, Kathleen, right?
Yes, yes. Unfortunately, it's not in Paris. That looks lovely.
All the buildings are the same color.
In Paris?
Yeah, just the architecture, the color of the.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a red one, red brick, but. London would be London, England would be fun to do. The Buckingham Palace and the Mall and
Let's see what happens. Let's try London.
all of that. Parliament buildings, that would be a fun place to do that too.
There's London. We'll do flyover.
That's the Tower of London. Yeah.
I mean, look at the trees there. I mean, I'm sure they're, artificially added, but still.
Do they name those special buildings? I think they call it the Needle.
Well, that was
Mary Axe. Hate to wash those windows. How do you put a scaffold up there?
I have vertigo. I don't even think about that. My knees buckle right away.
I just finished washing all my windows, so it was on my mind. Really, I'll call you back. I'm almost finished my class. Okay.
Okay, everybody. I thought I'd finish with that particular one. That one's pretty good.
Yeah, that's fun.
All right.
Yep.
Any questions on using maps? We did a thorough job of them today.
No.
Okay.
I'm good. Thank you.
Thanks, Bill. It's a great session.
What's the session? What's the subject for next week?
I don't know. Anybody have it on their calendar real quick? Let me pull it up.
A reminder, we have the Christmas luncheon this week on Tuesday, if I'm not
Thank
mistaken.
you. Thank you.
12 o'clock.
My commercial right there.
12 to 2.
Bill, it says Q&A, iPhone tips and tricks.
Ah, so everybody has to come up with at least one question.
Okay.
At least one question, everybody? Okay?
Yep.
Is there a limit to the number of questions?
No, there's no limit, just at least one. Okay? And
Bill, I have to be out at the National Cemetery to lay a wreath on my husband's grave. Can I, when I get home, is there a way I can get in to the Zoom?
do me a favor, Sharon, when you get back, I have the participants list always up, but I don't look at it all the time. And I can, so log in, and if I don't see you right away, give me a call and I'll let it ring once and I'll know it's you.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Okay. So see you Tuesday at the luncheon.
Everybody, I'll see you Tuesday. It's coming up here at the luncheon, right? Right?
Yep.
Say yes,
Yep.
everybody. Yes,
Yeah.
Bill.
Thanks, Bill.
Yes, Bill.
Great seeing you again. We'll see you next
I
week.
expect to see you, the ends there as well.
If we could get there, we would.
We'll get there. What you just said.
You'll
the
be there
plan.
in thought, right? It's on the 10th at 11, 12 o'clock.
Okay, good.
Very good.
So
All
it's
right.
at noon, correct? At 12 o'clock.
Yes. I have to go early, so that's why
Yes,
mine says
understood.
11.
Yeah. Okay. All right. See you there. Thank you.
All right,
Bye.
everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Yeah.
Let
Oh,
me
you're
do.
going to stay a minute?
Yes, I'm not going
Oh.
anywhere.
Okay, I just wasn't sure.
All right. Now, what was your question? What were you trying to do and I couldn't figure it out? Oh,
Put
your
my
ID.
put my correct address in the maps.
So you're looking at this screen, right? I'm gonna on your iPhone, right?
Mhm.
Let me get rid of everything else.
Wait a minute, I think I, let me- you still have, I did a screenshot. Let me see if I can put it in chat.
Okay. All right. When we go to settings,
I just put my screenshot in the chat. Okay. Settings.
you did what, dear?
Put a screenshot of my block in the chat where it identifies what my home is supposed to be.
Oh, it only gets a web address.
I thought I put the picture and it doesn't in the
Okay.
chat.
Um,
Hold on, one more.
okay, I'm on my settings menu.
Okay.
Go to your settings menu, please.
I am?
At the top of the settings menu, is your name up there?
Yes,
It is.
yes.
And if you tap your name up there, what comes up?
Um, it
It
says,
says it says your name, your email address, or your Apple
yes,
ID, personal
email,
information,
yes, yes.
etc.
Uh-huh, yes.
Okay. So that's okay, right?
Mm-hmm. I texted you the block. Not that that will necessarily help you, but the map says I live at 173 East 91st Street, which is around the corner from me.
And also, if you go to setting, if you go to your contacts, if you tap contacts,
Um, yes,
and it says my card at the top of contacts,
yes,
is your name there?
yes.
Tap that. And what's the address associated with your,
1626 3rd Avenue,
that's
162.
what's there?
Yes, uh-huh.
That's not your address.
No, that is my address, but it's
Well,
not.
you just sent me a map and it has 1626 Third Avenue pinned as your home.
It's not pinned, something else is pinned. That was where I was going from Third Avenue. I was trying to put my address in to see if I could use my correct address to change the wrong address.
Well, the the map you sent me shows you as your home,
Okay.
1626 Third Avenue.
No, that's what let me go back to my maps. I may have confused you by giving you a wrong screenshot. I was in the maps and I was,
Hold on, don't go any further.
okay,
First of all, is the right address here?
hold on. Right, when you say here, you say on the map, right?
Right where I'm pointing on mine.
Okay, I'm not seeing anything.
Oh, I got to share my screen.
But I did when I was on the
Okay,
map. Okay,
this address.
um, what screen are you on?
Okay, I'm on the one on contacts. I went to contacts and I tapped my name at the top.
Right. Okay.
And then I scrolled down to an
Mhm.
address down there, home address.
Yes,
What address is that one?
it's the 1626 Third Avenue 2A.
So that's correct.
Yes.
Okay,
Um,
now hit the back arrow at the top.
hold on a minute. Okay.
So you're back to looking at all your contacts
Uh-huh.
and go down to the S's or just type your name at the top.
Okay, hold on. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Go down to the S's.
Still going. Where? Okay.
And are you down there? STEED?
Right. Yes, hold on. Let me do S. I have too many contacts, and one of the times I hope you will cover contacts. Um, Almost. Yes.
Is it there?
Yes.
Your name?
Yes,
And if you
it's there.
tap that name,
Okay.
you have the right address there.
Yes.
Okay, close that. Back to your home screen.
Okay.
See where I'm pointing? It says maps.
Yes.
That map, not the one that has the pointing arrow pointing up.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Tap that.
Okay.
And tap the arrow here at the top where I'm pointing. Tap that arrow.
Um, oh, yeah, okay. Okay. It turned it in another direction. I think I'm tapping the wrong thing.
Tap it again.
Okay. I have a funny looking arrow that doesn't look like that. I have a world map and then something that looks sort of like the Eiffel Tower, 3D, and then W.
Above the 2D, 3D.
Okay.
If you tap that one that looks like the Eiffel Tower, what's it turn into?
It turns it, oh, actually, here I am. It turns it around.
Yep, I know.
Okay.
So it's a little arrow like mine pointing to the side.
Yes.
Okay. And what's this, the blue dot? See the blue dot?
Yes, I do.
Is that your address? If you tap the blue dot, it should come up and say my location.
It does. Why didn't it before?
Because we were because I wasn't helping you.
Okay. I think when I went into my name, I had three different listings for my name, and the one that I tapped was the the one that said home. So maybe that had something to do with the wrong place.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Oh, oh, oh. Woo.
We
But at least 2 or 3 times a week, I do something and I said, thank you, Bill, for teaching me this. So anyway, thank you so much and have a good time at your party. I'll be there in spirit.
All right. We'll save a chair for you.
Okay, thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care. Maribel, did you have a question?
You're muted, Barbell.
No. I try to follow everything, but sometimes it just looks different. So I thought I'll listen in a little bit to learn a little bit more. But thank
Okay.
you very much.
All right.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
Anybody else that's hanging in there have a question? All right. Take care, everybody.
You
Thank you,
too.
Bill.
Thank you.
Have a good,
Bye-bye.
have a good week. Let
You
me stop
too.
sharing. How do I do that? Uh, And let's close that. And then take care, everyone. See you next week.